Tom Longboat, born as Kagwege, which translates to everything, is considered one of the greatest Indigenous athletes ever existed in Canadian history. He was born on July 4th, 1886, in the Six Nations of the Great River. He was also a part of the Onondaga Nation. However, he had faced numerous struggles to get to the position that defined him as a historic figure. Just like other Indigenous peoples in Canada, he was sent to a residential school called the Mohawk Institute. This meant that his own culture and identity would be wiped away. He eventually managed to escape the residential school system and focus on his passion of running. Fast forwarding to 1907, where Tom made his huge breakthrough in the Boston Marathon. This made numerous news headlines, which gained him massive recognition. Canadian sport was slowly becoming a part of capitalism as various stadiums were being built, and people of the working class had to pay to watch athletes like Tom Longboat compete in sport. Additionally, people were distracted by social inequality due to various stereotypes and culture barriers. Stadiums were filled with loads of opportunities, but at the same time, there were loads of oppression. Tom Longboat and other Indigenous athletes have made history in stadiums, but with no recognition. Colonization and capitalism were two aspects of power that were used in Canadian sport. Indigenous athletes were recognized as national heroes, but not on a broader perspective. Tom Longboat kept on running, no matter what struggles were faced, but sports businesses were making much more money due to the power that they held. Huge Canadian cities, such as Toronto, which is considered as the epicenter of Canadian sports and entertainment, hosted numerous international tournaments such as the 2015 Pan Am Games. On those same lands, they were owned by Indigenous peoples. Not just Toronto, but many landmarks in major cities across the nation were constructed over the years, is also where Indigenous peoples have lived and walked on. Due to various stadiums and other buildings being constructed, it caused Indigenous peoples to move out further, which eventually led to them experiencing having limited resources to essential needs such as food and water to live. This is mainly about gentrification, as new buildings are built so people can move out. In conclusion, Tom Longboat is a true national treasure, as his story signifies a sign of strength and inspiration of current Indigenous athletes in Canada. His story also connects to some of the main themes of the development of Canadian sport, such as capitalism and gentrification, and how there is a slow progression of representation and respect. Tom Longboat did not run for money or for fame. Instead, he chose to run for freedom and passion. Thank you very much.